coming to you on tape a day later from the beautiful arena here at North Penn High School. NPTV Sports again with exclusive coverage of Maidens basketball. Tonight, the Maidens get set to take on the Falcons of Pennsbury. What's up, Star? I'm Joel Brown, along with the man with the last scoreboard meeting. You have a spirited speech about the benefits of boys' bathroom stall doors. Brian Clementes. Brian, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, Joel. How have you been?
I'm doing all right.
Already starting 5 for the visiting Pennsbury Falcons. Number 11, Kate Cantrell. Number 32, Brooke Bergman. Number 33, Beth Porsche. Number 41, Liz Kent. Number 44, Jamie Raines. And the starting lineup for the North Penn Maidens. Number 10, Kristen Somar. Number 11, Jamie Willis. Number 22, Jill Baker. And number 32, Sarnsinski, Jill Sarnsinski. And number 33, Jen Hauser. All right, back to you, Joel.
North Penn coming off a win on Friday against Pennsbury, 50-33. Pennsbury coming up a loss from CB East, 57-39. North Penn and the Pennsbury Falcons getting set to take on here Tuesday night. Jen Hauser and Beth Parecka with the jump. Hauser controls out to Somar. We're underway. Somar starting off driving outside to Baker. Baker on the baseline. Got it. Starting off 2 points. North Penn up. 7:49 on the clock. Jill Raines out to Kent. And Beth Parecka loses it off the pass from Kent. Turns it over to North Penn. Jamie Willis, that was a 3 air ball. Number 32, Brooke Bergman coming up with it in the backcourt over to Katie Cottrell. Double teamed in the backcourt by Sarnasinski, and I'm going to call it 5 seconds. Couldn't get out of the backcourt. Katie Cantrell, North Penn putting on the pressure. 2 quick turnovers early for the Falcons. 7:20 on the clock.
North Penn Maidens taking control of this game in the first couple of seconds with the 2 turnovers. Really good start for them.
Somar at the point, over to Willis. Willis rolling back over to Somar. Willis takes another 3. Can't get it. Bergman coming down with the rig. Double team in the backcourt. Gets it out to number 32, Brooke Bergman. Getting it out of the backcourt, 5:55 on the clock. Over to Janelle Raines. Here's Kent, misses. Hauser coming up with the board. Over the head of Kristen Somar. They'll turn it back over to the Falcons. First turnover for North Penn. Jen Hauser can't get it to Somar. 6:46 on the clock. Here's Bergman, inbounds it. Gets it into Kent. Kent double teamed in the corner, got it out to number 41, Lisa Kent, over to Raines. Raines at the top versus Jamie Willis. There's Bergman. Bergman drive. Back out to Katie Cottrell. Here's Bergman. Bergman on the baseline, double team. Trying to get it out. Got it out to Parecka. Parecka stops, pops, can't get this shot. Coming down with the foul. Loose ball. Foul, give it back to North Penn. Foul called on Austin Hunt. Lisa Kent. Kristen Somar up to Willis, 5:20 on the clock. North Penn still up 2-0. Hauser on the baseline, out to Somar. Sarnasinski out to Somar. Somar at the top, over to Willis. Willis looking back over to Somar. Somar back to Willis. Willis, her third try, can't get the tray. And in turn, Pennsbury travels, turning it back over to North Penn. Pennsbury's third turnover of the game, Brian. North Penn still working off that Jill Baker jumper, leading 2-0. There's Jen Hauser getting it out to Baker. Baker back to Willis. Willis will try with a tray again. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc for Jamie Willis early in the first quarter. And the pass a little ill-advised is Janelle Raines. Can't get it. Fourth turnover now for Pennsbury. There's Willis over to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski on the near side, over to Somar. 5:25 on the clock. Sarnasinski guarded, back over to Somar. Somar at the top, back to Willis. Willis driving over to the corner, inside to Hauser. Hauser on the baseline, takes the J, can't get it. 32 Bergman coming down with the rebound, over to Lisa Kent. 5:12 on the clock, double team in the backcourt. Somar slaps it away by herself off the glass, in for 2. North Penn scoring again, 4-0 now. Pennsbury still looking for their first points of the game as the long pass over to Lisa Kent is good. Back to Katie Cottrell. Double teamed in the corner. We'll see if Cantrell can't get out of it. She's looking, and she's fouled. No, she's not. And she'll turn it back over to North Penn, as that's 5 quick turnovers for Pennsbury. Really sloppy play here, and we'll see what they try to do. They'll send in Jill Kinney and for Janelle Raines. 4:48 on the clock. Kristen Somar over to Willis. Willis inside to Baker. Baker and Hauser. Hauser on the baseline. Double team. Get the foul. No, she travels. Second turnover for North Penn. It's Jen Hauser traveling on the baseline, turning it back over to the Falcons. And Brooke Bergman inbounding. Here's Bergman. Bergman, coast to coast, putting it up. Oh, nothing there. Jill Baker coming up with the rebound over to Jamie Willis. 4:30 on the clock. Kristen Somar in the corner, over to Hauser. Hauser driving in on the paint, putting up the shot off the glass, no good. And Pennsbury coming up with it, and he's fouled. Number 41, Lisa Kent. Foul down low. Kristen Somar called for the foul, her first foul of the game, first team foul. North Penn still leading 4-0. We saw Kristen Somar on Friday get into early foul trouble. It's her first foul again, 4:17 on the clock. Long pass. Cantrell catches up with it. Almost slapped away by Kristen Somar. Returns it out. Pennsbury will get it back.
Very good play here by North Penn in this first quarter play, forcing Pennsbury to turn it over 5 times in this first 4 minutes.
Bergman's inbound, slapped away by Jamie Willis. Pennsbury will try it again with 4:08 on the clock. There's Bergman's pass, gets it into Cantrell. Cantrell versus Somar at the top of the key. Oh, slapped away by Jen Hauser. Bergman catches up to it, stops, pops in the paint, can't get the shot. And Jill Baker comes down with the rebound out to Willis. 3:55 on the clock. 4-0 North Penn. Jamie Willis in the Hauser. Hauser out to Baker. Baker in trouble. In Hauser on the baseline. Can't get the shot. And Janelle Raines comes down with it. That's Lisa Kent, rather. 3:40 on the clock. Katie Cantrell in the backcourt versus Sarnasinski. Over to Hauser. Still trying to get it in. Another 5 seconds. Pennsbury having a real hard time getting out of their own backcourt tonight, Brian.
North Penn just pressuring them on the full court press. Now they're on their 6th turnover in this first quarter of play.
Bad pass there by Kristen Somar, right? It's number 33, Beth Pareca, breaks it up. Giving it out to Jill Kinney with 3:24 on the clock, getting it over to Katie Cantrell. Pennsbury still trying to score their first points of the game. As Kristen Somar called for the reach-in.
Kristen Somar's second foul. Gotta come down. Last night, last Friday versus Penn Ridge. She found herself in some foul trouble.
Got 4 fouls early, Brian. Had to sit down. Here's Katie Cantrell versus Somar again. Inside to Bergman. Bergman in the paint, trying to get over to North Penn defenseman. Nothing there. Still no points for Pennsbury with 3 minutes left in the first quarter as Jamie Willis bobbles the pass from Somar into Hauser. Hauser on the baseline, got the foul in the shot. 6-0. She'll try to complete the 3-point play here at the line. Jen Hauser drawing the foul from number 22, Jill Kinney. And Megan Hungate will check in here for Kristen Somar, who again gets herself in quick foul trouble. 2 fouls now. Hauser gets the 3-point play, 7-0. Okay. Here's Bergman. Bergman out the. There you go. Brooke Bergman with the 2. That's their first points. 7-2. North Penn up by 5. 2:39 on the clock. And Jill Baker draws the foul in one. 9-2. North Penn puts them up by 7 as Jill Baker driving to the basket, drawing the foul, and Pennsbury wants to talk about it.
Pennsbury down 9-2 this first quarter of play. They already have 6 turnovers with North Penn 3 turnovers. Good pressure there by North Penn in this first quarter.
For Jill Baker so far, 2 boards. 1 point for Jen Hauser at the line, and 2 points for Somar.
All right, let's send it up the stands and see what Asher thinks of the game so far. Give some comments.
All right, hey Brian and Joel, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing all right.
Well, what I'm seeing through our monitor here and out on the court, I'm seeing 2 different styles of play. Not necessarily styles, but it seems like North Penn wants it more. North Penn is playing crisper, they're more aggressive, they're going after the ball, and they're making the passes. Pennsbury, on the other hand, they're playing kind of sloppy with those turnovers, and that could hurt them. North Penn is in their face, they're making the passes, they're showing them a good full court press, but Pennsbury has to wake up, start playing more aggressive, make the passes, because missed passes has been the story for Pennsbury. And I think one of the only differences between this 10-2 game, the game could be maybe 20-2 game, is missed shots by North Penn. So they're in control here. So they can make some shots, but they can't have many missed shots. And that's the only difference here. But those are just my thoughts.
And your thoughts? Megan Hungate throwing it over the head of Jen Sarnasinski, turning it back over to the Falcons. And here's Jen Analeskis. Analeskis with the shot, 10-4. North Penn up by 6. 2:10 on the clock. Megan Hungate at the top, over to Willis. 2 minutes. Jen Hauser in the corner, over to Megan Hungate at the top, back over to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski back to Hungate. Hungate over to Willis. Willis try for the 5th time. 5th time's the charm. Got the first tray of the game. Jamie Willis, who hit 2 trays on Friday. One we accredited to be the turning point of the game. 142 on the game. And Megan Hungate comes up with the pick and sucked away there by Beth Parecka. Megan Hungate, got to watch her back. Although Beth Parecka is called for the foul.
Jamie Willis now 5 from 1 from the arc.
Or 1 for 5.
1 for 5, excuse me.
Now she tried again. Got them both. 2 in a row. Jamie Willis. 6 points for her tonight, coming off of 2 trays. Brooke Bergman can't get the shot. JL Raines putting it back up. No, Jen Hauser, jump ball. And back to North Penn. Pennsbury will get it back with 1:09 on the clock, down 16-4 in the first quarter. Brooke Bergman will inbound. Getting over to Janelle Raines on the near side versus Willis. Back to Bergman. Bergman putting it up. Can't get the shot to go. Jill Baker off of Pennsbury. Jill Baker all inbound with 1:03 on the clock. Hungate coming in just under a minute. Hungate at the top of the key. Back to Willis. Willis looking. Over to Sonosinski. Sonosinski inside to Jill Baker. Almost left away. Gets it back out to Sonosinski, who in turn gives it back to Hungate. Hungate over to Willis. Willis will try for a tray. Can't get that one to go after hitting two quick ones. Jill Baker finishes it off, though. 18-4 with a quick underneath basket there by Jill Baker. Leading all scores here for North Penn. Janelle Raines shot slapped away by Baker. And Jill Kinney can't get the shot to go. And Sonosinski comes up with the rebound underneath. Got it out to Hungate, bringing it up the far side. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Jen Hauser on the baseline, putting it up, and slices, got it in for two. 20-4 now. North Penn blowing this one open with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Katie Cantrell trying to finish it off. If Jill Baker doesn't slap it away, who slaps it out? And if it doesn't, that's it for the first quarter. Pennsbury finding themselves down 16, Brian. 20-4.
Major key in this first quarter was the turnovers on Pennsbury. 6 in this first quarter, early ones. They had 4 in the early minutes of this game. Willis, 2 for 7 from outside the arc, and North Penn with 4 turnovers.
Gotta say, Jamie Willis, 2 threes. She tried 7 of them, got 2, and with 6 points so far in the first quarter. Big play here, Jill Baker, 7 points in the first quarter.
Jill Baker just coming down with them offensive boards and then putting them back up.
Jen Hauser also working the baseline, 5 points.
Just all good around job here. The Maidens in this first quarter.
Low point, Somar had to come out after receiving 2 quick fouls. She has 5 points, and she'll return for the second quarter.
The one key thing she has to concentrate on is not getting too many fouls from here on out. We saw that she was in some foul trouble. Again, we say there's some foul trouble during Penn Ridge in Friday night's game. So that's one thing North Penn has to look out for.
And she'll stay on the bench for the second quarter. So Megan Hungate is in. 7:54. 20-4 is your score as Megan Hungate can't handle the pass. 55 can't handle it. Berzik got it. 20-6. 7:37 on the clock. Jamie Willis on the far side, driving on the baseline, out to Baker. Baker in the paint, out to Sonosinski. Sonosinski fakes inside to Hauser. Hauser can't handle the pass, and it is picked off by Brooke Bergman. And slapped away there by Hungate. Pennsbury gets it back. Katie Cantrell putting up the shot. That's a 3. 20-9. Jen Hauser losing in the paint. Jump ball. We'll see. Back to North Penn with 7:07 on the clock. Pennsbury in the midst of a 5-point run. Now leading North Penn's lead down 20-9 now with 7:07 on the clock. You see Beth Pareco on the near side, getting it out to Jill Kinney. Kinney over to Berzik. Berzik double team trying to get out of it. We'll see, got it out to Kinney. There's Berzik. Berzik slapped away by Baker. Baker coming up with it. Slapped away again. Here's Berzik. Jen Hauser fighting. Over to Hungate. Hungate by herself. We'll see off the glass. Got it. 22-9. Megan Hungate, her first 2 points of the game. 5:30.
North Penn Maidens just grinding out for that ball on that floor there, getting them a well-deserved 2 points.
Jen Erickson checks in here for Jen Hauser. Hungate at the top of the key. Over to Sarnasinski versus Cantrell. Back to Hungate. Over to Willis. 5:20 on the clock. North Penn up 22-9. Willis over to Sarnasinski. Who takes the jumper. Got it. 24-9. Jill Kinney gets the one almost broken up there by Hungate. Here's Berzik. Berzik driving in and turns it over. Charging on Berzik. Turning it back over to North Penn. North Penn opens the lead up to 15. Came into the first quarter with 16-point lead. Here's Cantrell getting out of trouble. Over to Bergman. Bergman will take the shot. Can't get it to go. Erickson coming down with the board. Got it out to Hungate. 5:45 on the clock. Hungate going all the way. Can't get the shot to go. Cantrell slaps it away back to North Penn. Hungate will inbound. Out to Willis. Willis into Baker. Baker over to Hungate. Hungate back to Willis. Willis driving toward the point. Willis versus Berzik. Gets it out to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski looking back to Willis. Willis at the top. Back to Hungate. Hungate on the right. Inside to Erickson. Erickson working the baseline. Over back to Hungate. Hungate fighting. Jump ball. Back to North Penn. 5:18 on the clock. North Penn still up 24-18 with this possession. And Megan Hungate holding back. Out to Erickson. Erickson takes the quick shot. Can't get it. Number 33, Beth Parecka coming up with the rebound.
Oh. Almost double dribble there.
Jill Kinney's pass intercepted by Jenna Erickson. Jamie Willis looks at that three, drives in. Nice little swooping shot. Got it to go. 26-9. Beautiful shot by Jamie Willis.
Great second effort there by Jamie Willis, driving into the paint.
That was her first try that was not a three. As Jill Kinney travels, and Jess Kuzman will check in there for Jill Baker. We've seen some good play out of her tonight. She'll get a rest as her team is up 26-9 with 4:39 left in the second quarter. Here's Hungate at the point. Over to Sarnasinski into Kuzma. Kuzma into Erickson. Erickson in the paint. Foul. She'll step to the line. Foul called on Beth Parecka. Her first. Team's fifth. And number 25, Jen Aleskis will check in here for Beth Parecka, who just committed her first foul. Jen Erickson looking to include this 26-9 lead here. Make it 28. Shooting 2. Missing the first. Erickson 0 for 2 at the line. Kuzma will try to get them back both, but she can't, as Jen Erickson will go again. Jen Erickson at the line again after missing both her foul shots just 3 seconds ago. Jen Erickson having trouble with the foul line today, 0 for 3. Erickson, 1 for 2 at the line, 1 for 4 tonight. Jamie Willis gets the break up from Megan Hungate. Jen Erickson putting it in for 2. Her third point of the game, 29-9. Pennsbury will call a timeout as they find themselves down 20 points.
Pennsbury's got to get on the horse here. Down by 20 points. Not a real good night for the Falcons. Trying to do all they can to get away from that full court pressure that the Maidens are giving to them. Well, let's go back up to Asher, see what he's thinking so far in the game.
All right, hey guys, all right. I think the story for North Penn is teamwork, and that is what they're doing. I'm seeing some excellent teamwork out there. first quarter. All right, Willis misses a few threes. They'll still give it to her. They have confidence. She makes them. She makes 2. Once again, Erickson misses some foul shots. They still give it back to her. She gets another 2. North Penn is sticking in here. Also, they did not fall apart when Pennsbury went on that 5-0 run in the beginning of the second quarter. So North Penn just some very strong teamwork here, and they're sticking in this game 29-9. So some very impressive teamwork.
Analytical genius. Is that what they call it? Ash Laverde. North Penn up 20, 29-9, 4:11 on the clock as they return from the timeout. Pennsbury will inbound. Here's Brooke Bergman. Inside to Katie Cantrell. Bring it up. Running the point. Out to Janelle Raines. Raines into Burzik. Burzik in the paint. Can't get it. Jump ball. 25, Jen Analuskis fighting with Jen Harris. Give it back to Pennsbury as Brooke Bergman will inbound with an even 4 minutes on the clock. Bergman inbounds. Got it into Raines. Slapped away as Raines picks it back up. Gets it out to Cantrell with 3:55 on the clock versus Hungate at the top. Burzik on the line, back out. Katie Cantrell. Bergman fouled on the baseline. She'll step to the line. Call a foul on Jen Erickson, her first foul of the game. Brooke Bergman at the line. Her first trip to the line tonight. 3:39 on the clock. Bergman goes 1 for 2 at the line, cutting the lead down to 19. 29-10 is your score with 3:33 on the clock. Jamie Willis will try the tray again. Can't get it. Erickson comes down with the rebound. Outlet to Hungate. Hungate will take the shot. No good. And Analuskis comes up with the rebound. Out to Brooke Bergman, who in turn gives it up to Raines. Raines can't get it to Burzik. Burzik gets up with it. Out to Cantrell. Slapped away by Erickson. Getting up to Hungate. Hungate bringing it up the near side. Slapped away by Burzik. Give it back to North Penn off of Burzik's hands. And number 22, Jill Kinney, will check in here for number 55, Burzik. Kuzma inbounds to Hungate. Jen Erickson over to Jen Hauser. Back out to Willis. Willis rolling inside to Hauser. Jen Erickson. Watch the shot, turning it back over. Turn it back over to Pennsbury, leading 29-10. 2:57 on the clock. Out to Jill Kinney. Here's Janelle Raines. Over to Analuskis. Raines got the shot, 29-12.
Good passing play there by Pennsbury.
There's Hungate inside to Hauser. Hauser working in the paint, got the shot. Kuzma can't handle it. Pennsbury will get it again. North Penn up 29-12. 2:38 on the clock. Brooke Bergman will inbound. North Penn giving up their last 2 on the transition. Jamie Willis slaps out the pass. Back to North Penn, off the hands of Brooke Bergman. Lisa Kent checking back in since being taken out early in the first quarter. There's Jen Hauser on the paint behind. And back to Pennsbury as it's slapped out by North Penn. Foul call on Jess Kuzma inside with the push. That's the turnover back to the Falcons. 2:28 on the clock. Bergman into Cantrell. Cantrell trying to get out of trouble, but can as Jen Hauser pushes it away. Brooke Bergman coming up with the ball with 2:20 on the clock. Here's Lisa Kent. Fouled. Jess Kuzma running into a brick wall there, Brian.
Actually, she ran into Jen Erickson.
Is that Jen Erickson, Brian?
That's Jen Erickson, Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go to her. But just solid defense here for the Maidens. Outscoring 29-12 in this first half.
Jen Erickson's second foul of the game, and she'll come out for Jill Baker. Lisa Kent goes 1 for 2 at the line, bring the score up to 29-13 with 2:10 on the clock. Jamie Willis will try the tray and got it. 3 for 10 tonight from beyond the arc.
Actually, that's 3 for 9 tonight, Willis.
3 for 9.
3 for 9.
Brooke Bergman got the shot. 32-15. Jamie Willis. Jen Hauser on the ping out to Kuzma. Kuzma can't handle it. Stolen by Katie Cantrell. Here's Cantrell on the baseline. Out to number 32, Brooke Bergman, who can't get the shot. Hungate coming out with the defensive rebound. 1:25 on the clock. Out to Willis. Willis will try the tray again. This is the 10th time, and this is one she made. 35-15. Jamie Willis hot from the three-point line. Here's Cantrell fouled on her way up.
Jamie Willis 4 for 10 from beyond the arc tonight, giving her 12 points.
She'll have 14 points. She had 1-2 in the paint early in the first quarter. Jen Morrow checking in. Jess Kuzma will sit down as she got her second foul there on Katie Cantrell. Burzik checking back in for Brooke Bergman for the Falcons. Katie Cantrell looking to make her second foul shot. Can't get it, 1 for 2 at the line. Jen Murrow outlet to Hungate. Hungate going up and down. A little double dribble there for Megan Hungate, turning it over to the Pennsbury Falcons. 35-16, coming in just under a minute to play in the first half. Here's Cantrell out to Rains. Rains over to head of Burzik inside. Number 25, Jen Alessis can't get the pass. Can't get it. Jen Murrow coming up with the rebound. Out to Hungate. Hungate 2-on-1 out to Hauser. Hauser off the glass. Got it. 37-16. 40 seconds left to play. Here's Cantrell. Long skip over to Analeskis. Lisa Kent slapped away. Megan Burzik comes up with it. 30 seconds left. As Janelle Rains can't handle it as Jen Hauser slapped it away. Back to the Falcons. 27 seconds left. Here's Rains. Inbounding, trying to find. Found, trying to get it to Burzik. Jill Baker breaks it up. Her pass broken up by number 41, Lisa Kent, but in turn stolen by Megan Hungate. Here's Jen Murrow off the glass. Good for 2. 39-16, 15 seconds left. Here's Janelle Rains. Jen Murrow got the foul, trying to take it away from Burzik there. 5 seconds left to play. Jen Murrow just checking in. We're seeing some real physical play from her. She's just been in for a minute, Brian.
Real physical play on all sides of the ball by this North Penn Maidens team. Just out hustling, out playing, out passing, out shooting their opponents from Pennsbury.
Well, Jen Murrow at the line right now. Getting the foul from number 55, Megan Burzik, her second. Murrow getting the first to go. 40-16. That's it for the second half. At the half, we're leading 42-16. North Penn, big first half, but you can't say it about Pennsbury.
Just a giant first half here for the Maidens. Willis, 4 for 10 from beyond the arc, 3-point line, giving her 14 points on the night. The 4 3-pointers and the one that nice layup that she made in from the paint there.
Beautiful slice. And we'll see what Ashley Laverty has to say about that.
Hey, I got some stuff to say. Man, last Friday against Penridge, I thought Jamie Willis was on point. But if that was on point, I don't know what this is because she's on fire. 4 for 10, and this is only the first half. Very impressive stuff. She's just a sophomore. I'm gonna go out on a couple of limbs here. I'm gonna say by the time she's a senior, she could be getting 8 for 10 if she's shooting like that. Also, Maidens playing great ball, in control, knowing what they're doing. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Maidens playing like this are going to play their way into the playoffs. I mean, that's what I see for this team. They're just playing some good, solid, all-around basketball. They're confident out on the court. They know what they're doing. And even when things don't go their way, they still bounce back just like that ball, and they just bounce that ball right back into the net.
Smell playoffs again, Ashley.
Yes.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan,
Definitely
Ashley,
smell them.
anything left to say before we go? Because I'm about to let you guys into the car. If you guys get into the back seat, well, I had to read these insurance safety precautions before we take a look back. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please form a nice line? Fasten your seatbelts for safety, because Brian Asher, we are about to take a look back.
Fake move, drive down the lane.
Inside, and the shot is good.
Beautiful drive.
Over to Somar on the right side. The Hauser, the shot is good.
Sarnasinski with the short jumper. Does not go. Hartman in there for the rebound. Beautiful.
And she was fouled. That was a great play. Wade dribbles over to the left side. Gives it over to Spalding. The shot is good.
Beautiful. Down into Hauser. Under the basket. The easy 2. Back out to Somar for 3. Good. It is good. Nothing but net for Somar. She hit as they're winding out the clock. Somar, one last shot. And it bounces out. But no need. Maidens did not need that shot, as they have won this game 57-44.
If you're not sure how it would feel to be in a crash going just 30 without a safety belt, maybe this will ring a bell.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Oh, that hurt.
Palace, still at halftime, 15 seconds left. North Penn will come into the third quarter leading 42-16, Brian.
Okay, some stats here from the first half. For Pennsbury in the first quarter, Bergman with 4 points. And for the Knights, Baker with the 7, Hauser with 5, Willis with 6 with those 3-pointers. And let's get back to some play here.
And North Penn leading in the second quarter. There's Jen Hauser on the far side, over to Somar. Somar will take her first 3 of the game, and not very successful there, off the bottom. 7:39 on the clock, North Penn up 42-16. Brooke Burming slicing to the basket, nothing there. Somar coming up with the block. Here's Megan Hungate. Jen Sarnasinski, you're at. Can't get it, got the foul, she'll step to the line. Jen Sarnasinski at the line. No shot. Sarno 1 for 2 with the line. 43-16. 7:30 on the clock. Katie Cantrell running the point here for the Falcons. Out to Bergman. Bergman over to Cantrell at the top versus Somar. Back over to Rains. Rains inside. Can't get the shot. Got her own rebound. Puts it back up. No shot. Here's Bergman. Will try to finish it off and does. 43-18 with 7 minutes. 7:05 on the clock. Jamie Willis can't get it. Double teamed out to Baker. Baker out to Hauser. Hauser driving in the paint, spinning. No shot, no foul called as Kent comes up with it. And here's Brooke Bergman with 5:52 on the clock. Bergman versus Somar. Over to Cantrell. Cantrell can't hold on. Got it back. 5:44 on the clock. Cantrell on the far side. Into Bergman. Bergman on the baseline. Stutters. Can't get it. Baker comes up with the rebound. Jill Baker. Whoa. Bad long pass. Brian Clemente comes up with the rebound. Nice. Good pass by Jill Baker there. Brian Clemente good with the hands.
Thanks,
Very
Jill.
nice. Very good. 43-18. Here's Brooke Bergman stopping, popping, can't get the shot to go. And 33, Beth Pereka got it in. 43-20 now. North Penn up by 23. Kristen Somar stopping. Back out to Willis. Willis on the near side driving to the point. Back out to Baker. Baker looking on the baseline. Inside to Hauser. Can't get the shot. Broken up by Brooke Bergman with 6 minutes on the clock. Back to North Penn. Kristen Somar will inbound. And Jamie Willis on the near side. Didn't see her at first. Got it out. Back out to Somar. Somar into Hauser. Hauser on the baseline. Got the shot. Beauty. Jen Hauser. 45-20 score. North Penn up by 25. Katie Cantrell over to Brooke Bergman. Back to Cantrell. Cantrell versus Somar. Cantrell driving over to the baseline. 5:35 on the clock. Jamie Willis strips her. Taking it up. To go coast to coast. Off the glass. Can't get the shot to go. Out inside back to Pennsbury. .5:22 on the clock. Katie Cantrell, the ball. Foul called on Jen Hauser, her first of the second quarter. Katie Cantrell looks at the three, doesn't want it. Out to Bergman. Bergman back out to Janelle Raines. Raines out to Cantrell. Cantrell slicing to the basket. And can't get the shot. Slapped out Lisa Kent coming up with the rebound. Back out to Cantrell. Cantrell will try the shot. Jill Baker says no. And she fights for the ball. Jump back to North Penn. Pennsbury will take it around. 4:55 on the clock. Here's Brooke Bergman will inbound with 4:55 on the clock. Bergman out the Raines. Quick over to Cantrell. Cantrell fakes and walks. Turning it back over to North Penn. Somar, 4:50 on the clock. Somar speeding up. Blocking foul called on Cantrell.
Can't say this has been a bad officiated game. All the referees calling what they're seeing here for both sides of the ball.
Here's Jill Baker underneath. Got it off the glass. 4-2, 47-20. North Penn increasing their lead by 27. 4:34 on the clock. Katie Cantrell versus Somar at the top. On the far side over to Bergman. Bergman in the Kent. And broken up by Jamie Willis. Pennsbury turning it over once again. 4:20 on the clock. Broken up. There's Megan Hungate over to Hauser. Hauser, Baker. Baker saves it. Over to Somar. Willis will try the three. Her first in the third quarter. Can't get it. Jill Baker comes up with the rebound. Back out to Somar. Somar over to Hauser. Hauser driving in. Stops. Pops. Got the shot. 49-20. North Penn up by 29 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Pennsbury looking for answers here. Here's Cantrell inside. Somar breaks up the pass. We've seen turnovers on the last 4 Pennsbury transitions as Somar goes off her foot but gets out to Willis. And there's Hauser falling back for 2. 51-20. Pennsbury faltering hard now, just falling apart here for the third quarter as North Penn is up 31, 51-20. There's Cantrell for 3. Can't get it to fall. Baker coming down with the rebound. Out to Somar. 3:19 on the clock. Somar stops out to Baker. Baker looking. Finds Willis. Willis rolling into the paint. Out to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski for 2. Can't get the J as Janelle Raines coming down with the rebound. And out to Beth Pereka. Here's Cantrell. 3 minutes on the clock. Cantrell slicing. Trying to find. foul called on Kristen Somar for the push. That'll be Somar's third foul, and they'll send in the troops. Jess Kuzma, Jen Erickson, Megan Hungate, Jen Murrow. Full stop, checking. Coming in for Jill Baker, Jen Hauser, and Jen Sarnzinski. And Jamie Willis will sit down.
Some fresh troops here for North Penn.
You got a 31-point lead. You can do what you got to do. 2:58 on the clock. Jill Kinney takes the shot. Open, can't get it to go. Jen Aluskis out to Cantrell. Cantrell air her ball. Heard it from the Blue Crew, who are known for carpet flooring. Cantrell breaks up the pass, and who in turn travels. Cantrell not having a good night with the rest tonight. Here's Somar, 2:41 on the clock. Trying to increase North Penn's 31-point lead as Kuzma is fouled by number 32, Brooke Bergman, with the push. Jess Kuzma stepping to the line. She'll shoot 2. Off of Brooke Bergman's first foul of the second half. Jess Kuzma can't get the first. Kuzma 0 for 2 at the line. Murrow trying to get it, can't get it. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Off the glass, nothing. And Jill Kinney comes up with the rebound. 2:27 on the clock. Cantrell on the far side, bringing it back over to the middle. Over to Bergman. Bergman, 4-2, can't get it. Kristen Somar coming down off the fast break. Gaz Hungate. Hungate on the other side, off the glass, can't get the shot. And saved by number 31, Allison Sura. And back to Bergman, inside. Number 25, Jen Aluskis, who was fouled on the baseline. 2:05 on the clock. North Penn still up by 31. Foul called on North Penn. Jen Erickson, her third. Pennsbury inbound as Brooke Bergman sits down as Berzik checks in for her with 2:05 on the clock. Berzik in to Kinney. Kinney on the far side, guarded by Murrow. Out to Cantrell versus Somar. Even 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Cantrell looking out to Berzik. Berzik on the baseline. Trying to find something. Out to Cantrell in the corner. Cantrell finds a hole, breaks out, back out to Kinney. Kinney takes the shot, can't get it. And out of bounds, saved by Berzik for a second. Back out, North Penn will take it. 1:42 on the clock. Pennsbury turnovers. Costly tonight as they found themselves down 31. It's Megan Hungate in the inside. Kristen Somar, who is pushed. She'll step to the line.
Another big thing for Pennsbury here is that they're not making the key shots they need to be. They want to get back into this game down 30 points. They got to start making them shots.
And turnovers and fouls. Fouls also been a big problem here as Kristen Somar stepping to the line off the foul from Jen Analuskis, her second. Somar trying to go 2 for 2 at the line here and does not. 52-20. Jump ball back to North Penn. Somar inbound. Fouls almost even as Pennsbury leads with 4. North Penn has 3. Off the hands of Jill Kinney. Back to North Penn. Here's Somar, 1:27 on the clock. Out to Hungate on the far side. Hungate driving toward the paint. Can't get it off the foul of Jen Analuskis. Here's Berzik. Berzik. Hungate steps in front. Got the foul. She'll step to the line. That's Megan Hungate. Hungate's first foul of the game. Berzik stepping to the line for her first time tonight. 1:16 on the clock. Berzik sinking the first. It's broken up by Analuskis, who gets it out to Berzik. Berzik all alone. Watch Somar on her back. Berzik comes up with nothing anyway. Foul call away. Ball will go back to Pennsbury on the foul. The foul is called on Jess Kuzma for third. Ooh, bad pass there by Megan Berzik. Turn over back to North Penn. Seems to me Brian Pennsbury does not want this ball. Every time they get it, they give it back to North Penn. Hungate in the paint. Oh, what about Erickson? Erickson into Murrow. Murrow on the baseline, stripped away by Jill Kinney. Technical foul called on Jill Kinney on the baseline. Not happy with Murrow. A little frustration down low. Heading Jen Murrow. A little rough. Pennsbury not happy with that.
Coach calling for the ref.
She doesn't know why. Swinging the elbows, Brian.
You're allowed to swing the elbows a little bit, but as long as you don't get too rough.
Yeah, apparently Jill Kinney taking it a little too far. Gotta keep the fights down. Jill Kinney sits down after receiving the technical. Jen Murrow making her first of the two. One for two with the tees. 52-21. .43 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Megan Hungate on the far side. Inside to Kuzma. Kuzma off the glass. Got it. 54-21. Jess Kuzma. Her first. Here's Cantrell over to Raines. Back to Berzik. Berzik fakes the three. Inside to Bergman. Bergman on the baseline. Outside to Berzik. Berzik takes the shot. Air ball. 54-21. North Penn will take over. Off the hands of North Penn, rather. Back to Pennsbury. 54-21. 17 seconds on the clock. Berzik inbounding. Finds Raines. Raines versus Erickson. 15 seconds left. There's Raines at the top looking back out to Cantrell. Cantrell versus Somar. Somar watched it. Tried to get the pick from Berzik. That was a real hard pick from Berzik. Knocks Somar down to the ground. Jess Kuzma Bow with 9 seconds left for her maidens team to score in the third quarter. Here's Megan Hungate over to Kristen Somar. Somar stops in Jen Kuzma rather, and slapped back into the hands of the Falcons. Janelle Raines bringing it up, and that is it for the third quarter. North Penn, big third quarter, 54-21.
Big quarter there for the maidens, extending their lead to 33. Totally outplaying these Pennsbury Falcons. Let's send it back up to Asher.
All right, well, I just got back down here from upstairs. I decided to get a bird's eye view and pick up a camera for NPTV Sports, see what the play was like through those eyes. And actually what I've been seeing, I've been maidens slowing it down, and everybody maybe get a nice pace in the game because they're going to control. They don't have to try anything too drastic. They just to stay in a nice pace, score some points, and keeping Pennsbury hasn't really gotten any rhythm yet. They're only able to score. How many was that? Five points in the third quarter. Pennsbury hasn't been able to get anything started yet. So North Penn is in control, and if they just keep that control, keep that nice, smooth, even tempo, and they control this game. Also, the technical foul there maybe showed Pennsbury getting a little frustrated.
Big defensive third quarters for North Penn. On Friday, they held Penn Ridge to 4 points in the third quarter.
North Penn hot in the third.
All right, you better run back up the camera.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys at the end of this game.
54-21 is your score as we return for the fourth quarter. Katie Cantrell. Slapped away there. Berzik holds on. Bring it back in for the Falcons. Slapped away again. Willis comes up with it. Back out to Somar. Somar into the hands of Jill Baker. Here's Jen Hauser. 3-on-1. Draws the foul. No shot. 7:41 on the clock. Jen Hauser will step to the line. Here's Brooke Bergman checking back in after leaving early in the third quarter. Megan Berzik will sit down. As a foul was called on Katie Cantrell, just her second of the game. Hauser, 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Cantrell. Behind her back versus Somar. Double team. Willis comes over. Here's Bergman. Out to Janelle Raines. Inside to Analeskis. Analeskis on the baseline. Drew the foul. She'll step to the line. Foul called on Jess Kuzma. This is Jen Analeskis' first trip to the line today. Trying to improve her team here as they find themselves down 56-21 with 7:41 left in the game. Analeskis misses her first. Analeskis 0 for 2 with the line. Somar can't handle it, and Pennsbury will get it back with 7:38 on the clock. Both teams in the bonus now. Pennsbury with 7, North Penn with 6. Jamie Willis for the touch on the arm there. Will foul 56-21. Pennsbury will have it again as Janelle Raines steps to the line to shoot 2 off the foul from Kristen Somar. Jamie Willis, rather. Raines can't get the first of a one-on-one. Here's Somar inside to Baker. Baker out to Willis. Willis will try the tray. No. Baker comes up with the rebound and turns it back over to Raines. Raines will slow it down. Taking it back over. Number 32, Brooke Bergman with 7:17 on the clock. Bergman to Cantrell. Cantrell back, 7:08 on the clock versus Somar on the far side. Over to Bergman. Bergman out to Cantrell. Cantrell steps back. That's 2. No shot. Jen Sarnasinski fight. Fouled by number 25. Jen Analeskis. Katie Souls. Katie Souls in number 54. No name for her. Trying a little JV action here for the Falcons as they have nothing to lose. Here's Willis. Out to Baker. Baker looks back out to Willis. Willis driving toward the paint into Hauser. Hauser on the baseline by it. Got it off the glass for 2:59-21. 5:31 left on the clock. Pennsbury misses the turnover as Brooke Bergman takes it up. Travels en route. And Beth Pareca will check back in. For number 31, Allison Sura. Here's Sarnasinski out to Hauser. Hauser for 2. Can't get the J to go. Baker saves it inside to Sarnasinski. Back out to Hauser. Hauser on the far side. Looking. Gets it out to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski fakes the three inside to Willis. Willis on the baseline. Can't get it off the glass. 54 comes down with it. Back out to Katie Souls. Katie Souls gives it up to Beth Pareca. 5:55 on the clock. 59-21 is your score. As Katie Souls is guarded heavily by Kristen Somar, who gives it up to Katie Cantrell. Cantrell driving on the baseline. Got the foul. She'll step to the line. Katie Cantrell takes the trip to the line here. She'll shoot two. Fouled by Jennifer Hauser. Cantrell can't get the first. Hearing it from the blue crew here. Can't seem to create the magic they had Friday against Missy Benfield, but they'll try to get their horse. 59-22 is your score. And she goes 1 for 2 at the line. 5:54 on the clock. Here's Willis in the paint. Over to Sarnasinski. Sarnasinski at the top. Back into Baker. Baker on the baseline. She got the foul. She'll step to the line. Jill Baker. Big night for her. Jill Baker airballs the foul shot.
Some of the JV players from Pennsbury calling airball on that shot by Jill Baker, and the blue crew giving it right back to him.
They have something to cheer for as they find their team down 60-22 as Jill Baker shoves it right back in their face. They're making her second shot. Here's Katie Souls over to Cantrell. Cantrell, that's a two-pointer. I won't count it. And it's off the hands of Jen Sarnasinski. Back to Pennsbury. It's number 55. Megan Berza checking back in for Katie Souls. Quick 2 minutes for Katie Souls there. Pennsbury down 38 points. No shot there. Cantrell tries to follow up. No run. 54 coming down with the rebound. Putting it back in. No shot. Foul call down low. Foul called on Jill Baker. Megan Bergersick will step to the line. Trying to get the North Penn lead down to 36. Make it workable, you know. They can still do something. 5 minutes left in the game.
Well, anything can happen. They start making their shots.
There you go. And Jen Sarnasinski trying to make it harder as Jen Hauser is fouled down low. She'll step to the line.
Berzik committing her fourth foul this game. Every player on Pennsbury has fouled except for number 12, Souls.
Team fouls are even at 9. Jen Hauser got the first of the 1-and-1. She'll try to get this North Penn lead up to 40. North Penn routing Pennsbury 62-22. Katie Cantrell's pass broken up by Jen Sarnasinski. Back to Pennsbury. 4:43 on the clock. And we shall send in the troops again. We have Megan Hungate, Jen Murrow, Jess Kuzma, and Jen Erickson checking in for Jill Baker, Jen Hauser, Jen Sarnasinski, and Jamie Willis. North Penn up 40 here with 4:41 on the clock. Here's Cantrell on to Beth Pareca. Beth Pareca spins in the paint. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Trying to get it off the baseline. Pass goes awry. Give it back to North Penn off of Pennsbury. Pennsbury has it back right at 4:30 on the clock. Here's Brooke Bergman in the paint. Got the shot. 62-24. 4:20 on the clock. Kristen Somar bringing it up for the Maidens. Out to Sarnasinski for the 2. Can't get it. And Jen Morrow coming up with the rebound. Stripped by Burzik versus Hungate on the transition. Off the glass. The shot and the foul. 62-26. She'll step to the line, try to complete the three-point play. As Jen Analuskis looks to check in here for Katie Cantrell. Katie Cantrell's first rest of the game. She's played the whole... No. You know what? Katie Cantrell is staying in. Number 54, the one with no name, shall sit down. Here's Burzik. Completes the three-point play, bringing her team 62-27. As the long skip pass goes over the head of Kuzma and Erickson, back to Pennsbury. Back to North Penn, rather, as Pennsbury touched it on the way out. Merle inbound. Finds Hungate, who walks. Hungate turning it back over to the Falcons. Here's Cantrell. 3:53 on the clock. Inside Analuskis. Analuskis back up to Bergman. Bergman for the J. Can't get it. And off the hands of Hungate, back into Burzik. Burzik on the baseline. Stepped out. Back to North Penn. Burzik with the turnover. 3:43 on the clock. Murrow, long skip over to Hal. Jennifer Kristen Somar. Swept away by Beth Pareca, who fouls her on the way up. Kristen Somar will step to the line. Got the big push there by Beth Pareca. She knows it. Pennsbury, not much to be happy about. They're happy about physical play. At least they're trying. Here's Somar trying to get the first and does not. Going 1 for 2 with the line. Jump ball back to North Penn. Even at 10 fouls here with 3:37 on the clock left in the game. Kristen Somar will inbound. Over the head of Kuzma. Katie Cantrell coming up with it. 2-on-1. Can't get off the glass. Here's Bergman. Travels. That's Beth Pareca. Somar in the Kuzma. Kuzma off the glass. Got it for 2. 64-27. 3:19 on the clock. Katie Cantrell slicing to the basket. No shot. Merrill coming up with the rebound. Jump. And they'll decide. Refs arguing with each other. Give it back to Pennsbury. 64-27. 3:09 on the clock. North Penn looking to wrap this one up. Megan Hungate coming up with their turnover there. Kristen Somar getting it slapped away by Bergman. Somar picking it back up again, and Anna Luskis slaps it away into the hands of Jess Kuzma. Over the head of Kristen Somar, who picks it up again with 2:53 on the clock. Inside to Erickson. Erickson off the glass, can't get the shot, get her own rebound, and puts it in. That's the way to do it. That is called following your shot, ladies and gentlemen. 2:43 on the clock, 66-27. There's Katie Cantrell over to Bergman. Bergman for 3. She'll try it. No shot. And Kuzma coming up with the rebound. Over to Hungate. Hungate bringing it up off fast on the near side. Over to Kristen Somar driving on the baseline. Inside is Arneson. Megan Hungate can't get the shot to go. Here comes Burzik. Burzik all alone. We'll see if she can get it. Yes. 66-29 is your score. 2:15 on the clock. All pass broken up there. Foul called on Beth Pareca. She can't get one foul call tonight. 2:12 on the clock. Jen Murrow will step to the line once again. Number 12 for North Penn. Both teams bring up their JV players.
That's number 12, McMasters. from the JV squad. No harm in doing that. North Penn up by 38 points.
Well, you know, as they find themselves up by 38 points, Pennsbury's chances of winning this game are slim and none. As I said in Friday's game, Slim just got on the bus to New Jersey. And jump ball call.
The coach will send him to the rest of the JV squad that's up here.
Katrina Joseph and Chile checking in here. As Megan Hungate and Jen Erickson. Good games from them tonight. McMasters loses it. Cantrell coming up with it. 1:49 on the clock. And Cantrell is fouled on her way. 68-29 is the score. Foul called on McMasters. Cantrell will step to the line with 1:47 on the clock. Cantrell gets the first of two. And Allison Sura checking back in for Beth Pareca. Pareca with 3 fouls tonight. Probably all we'll see of her with 1:47 on the clock. Cantrell goes 2 for 2 at the line. 68-31 is your score. North Penn trying to wrap this one up as Cantrell throws herself in front of McMasters. Call for the foul. McMasters will shoot the 1-and-1 off of Cantrell. McMasters breaks the first. One for 2 at the line for McMasters. 69-31. Katie Cantrell, 1:38 on the clock on the far side versus McMasters. Broken up by Katrina Joseph and back to North Penn. Jen Murrow will inbound. Murrow into McMasters, 1:30 on the clock. Broken up there by Bergman, throwing herself in front of the ball. Burzik inside to Cantrell. Cantrell gets fouled. No shot. She'll step to the line. Foul called on Joseph, her first. Here's Cantrell at the line. 1:19 on the clock. North Penn up 69-31. 69-32 now. Katie Cantrell makes her first of 2. One for 2 at the line for Cantrell. McMaster slapping it out. Back to Pennsbury. 1:14 on the clock.
A little bit of sloppy play here by North Penn. Even though they're going to probably win this.
Well, you know, Pennsbury's still fighting. This is when you ask them, are you going for the win or the tie, you know? There's Bergman's shot, in and out. No shot for Sura. Outlet to McMasters, who gives it up to number 22, Gilly, in for 2. Her first 2, bringing the lead up to 71-32. North Penn's lead up to 39 here. As Burzik will try the 3. Can't get the shot. And Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Taken away by Cantrell. What a matchup. Cantrell versus Kuzma, and Cantrell takes it away. 35 seconds on the clock. It really doesn't matter. So. Cantrell saves it. Kuzma breaks it up into the hands of Murrow. Taken away by Cantrell again. Here's Bergman. No shot. Allison Sura can't come up with it, but the shot is put back in. That's Sura. There's Lucilla on the baseline. Out to McMasters. And tries to get it in. Kuzma broken up there. Jump ball. Back to Pennsbury. 10.7 seconds on the clock. North Penn looking to wrap it up here. Pennsbury giving them a hard time. 71-34 is your score. It's North Penn looking to come away with the win here. Berzik looking for final shot. Get it out of your hands now. No, she doesn't want it. No shot at the end. That's it from North Penn High School. 71-31 is your final score. 10 fouls each in the second half. Good game by North Penn. If I can. Asher, are you there, Asher? Asher, I'm not.
Yes, here I am.
You are, Asher. Asher, is there one thing in North Penn High School? Is there such a thing as a close game here nowadays?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one all season. I've been to many a basketball game here, boys and girls. None of them have been North Penn losses. All North Penn wins.
Well, they're not wins. They're blowouts.
Yes.
You don't get a W in the newspaper.
Yes.
They call it a B for North Penn.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have all the tools. North Penn teams like a toolbox. Got everything you need.
Girls and boys.
And
Both.
Absolutely. They're a stack. Have all the players. 3-point shooters, power. They have it all.
As you look at those players, can you pick a NPTV player of the game?
NPTV player of the game. That's a tough one. Any thoughts?
Well, you like Brian to go
Brian,
for
how
stats
about some totals?
Hey,
Let's
all
see.
right, let's get some totals here. Willis, really good. Here. Well, she'll make 4-12, and so
That's it.
back to you, Joel.
So,
Yes.
well, Jamie Willis
Once
again.
again.
On Friday she was. Big play from her tonight. Your final score from North Penn High School, 71-31. But it's been fun, but we've got to run. For Asher Laverty, Brian Clemente, I'm Joe Brown. We'll see you next time.